Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer Show 617. Today is Saturday, August 14th, 2021, and we are back and better than ever. We had a pretty cool little fantasy type of deal come to life, come to real life a couple days ago. The MLB, which is Major League Baseball, which is pretty revered here in this country. A lot of people still like baseball. There's an old movie that arguably is not the greatest movie, period, on its own, let alone not one of the best baseball movies.
I love that movie.
But do you like it? Did you really like it?
It was the DVD. I got it on VHS. I loved that movie.
Yeah, it's I like the movie. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool that they actually made it come to life, to real life. They played the game out in Iowa on the field. The players walked out of the corn. It was pretty special. I didn't watch the game. I was working. But pretty cool to see baseball do something unique like that. You know, I think it's something that only Major League Baseball could do.
Vegas should like that. The White Sox were playing.
Who?
Jay Vegas should like that. He's a White Sox fan.
Oh, does he like the White Sox?
Oh, yeah. He's a huge White Sox fan.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, maybe it'll give him an excuse to buy some new gear. The field of cotton, what he said. No, the field of corn. Not cotton. Iowa, corn, Iowa. But it's pretty cool to see the players hitting home runs into corn.
Don't you think that was kind of corny though? That's all
right. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like it. I gotta give a little rim shot to that. Where's my sound effects? I'm on the wrong screen. See?
There you go. First dad joke of the night.
Yeah, there you go. So, but it was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, right here. Lifelong White Sox fan, born and raised in Iowa, 100 miles from that very field.
Huh.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That says everything we ever needed to know about Vega right there.
If you look in Vega, all his old videos that he used to do pre-dilapidated Nissan, when he did them indoors, he always had a big White Sox banner hanging in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Tim Anderson. Is Tim Anderson the one that hit the walk-off to win it for the White Sox?
Don't know.
It was a pretty... What was that?
I think so. But
I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but it was pretty cool to see baseball do that. I thought it was really so. I'll give a quick look at some of the photos from that game. You can see here the players walking out of the corn at the beginning, at the intro, and then of course you got your boy here that likes to do his famous stance, that pitcher. I don't remember his name either, but he was famous from the World Series a couple years ago or something. What team was he on then when he pitched in that World Series? Was he on he wasn't in the White Sox then, was he? He was Red Sox maybe, or I don't remember. I wish I could remember. I don't remember. But it's pretty cool. 8,000 fans that day. You can see all the cornfields, and they had a corn maze over here you could go through, and pretty cool, man.
Those are UFO crop circles.
Yeah.
Oh, crop circles. So
man didn't make those. UFOs did.
So you could wander through the crop circles. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I used to enjoy when I lived in Albuquerque. Of course, I was a season ticket holder for one season at least with the Isotopes for AAA. But It was cool, man. They would typically play a couple of exhibition games there too.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool to see, you know, guys from the majors playing. They weren't real games, but still, they would play hard. You know,
Mm-hmm.
So it was always cool to see that.
Huh.
You know, I have a nice sweet spot for baseball in my heart. You know, I think if you're, what would be the minimum age, bum? Like 40, maybe. What would be a sweet spot now for you know
I
the
know
youngest
it's been losing popularity to the NFL since the 70s slowly, and it becomes less popular every year. Anybody who's at least 40, I would say would could appreciate the history and the history behind the game. I know a lot of people I know who do love it now, and the game as it exists now are not into the history and have not heard a lot of the old players, and that didn't used to be the case. It was like if you became a baseball fan of current baseball, you then learned old. It went with it.
Yeah, you're just
not anymore though.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of kids, you know. I live in and amongst a large Hispanic community, and it's still big. Of course, I live in Phoenix, and this is a baseball place. You know what I'm saying? It's half the majors is here every year. You know, so it's a big baseball place. I guess I'm a little biased because I do hear baseball talk daily. You know.
Yeah.
One of the kids actually, well, not one of the kids. One of the my coworker's kid just got a scholarship to Minnesota to play ball. So I think this weekend they took him up there to go start his new life up there, play baseball for Minnesota. So
Minnesota.
Yeah, poor kid's been in Phoenix his whole life. He has been.
Hey, kid, you don't know what it's like to hit a baseball in sub-zero temperatures? Come on out.
Yeah, yeah. This poor kid's been in Arizona his whole life.
Yeah, their early season games, they'll be playing on snow. I mean, they'll be clearing the snow off the field in order to play. Yeah,
nothing like college baseball, right? I mean, wow. Whew. Man, that's one extreme climate to another.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I always think of extreme cold as way in the hell worse. I think of extreme cold as worse than.
I think so too. I think so, especially after living in areas with extreme cold. And down here, it's not as hot as you, but I mean, heat and humidity, I'd rather have it than sub-zero.
Extreme cold, you're done.
Yeah.
When it gets as cold as it gets up there, you're done. Like here, okay, worst case scenario, I don't know, your engine seizes up, something happens, your car's not running, you're parked on the side of the road. It's typical to see people get out of their car because you can't stand it in your car. It's just too hot.
Yeah.
It's sub-zero like that, 20 below, even worse than that over there, 40 below. You're done. Like you're just done. You can't get out of your car. You can't stay in your car too long. You're just toast. You're done. You will freeze to death. Like, and the colder it gets over there, boy, it just doesn't take long. We have Rod J in the house. I cannot put a link in the chat, so if you can help me out, but baseball was never one of the top ones for me. Kind of dropped out in the 90s for me. What is this guy like? He doesn't like football anymore. Doesn't like basketball. I remember he does like basketball.
Yeah.
That's about it. The minute basketball is done, this guy's not going to watch sports at all, period. That's it. Is he going to watch badminton? What's he gonna...
Competitive gardening, I think.
This is bowling season, right? Like this is the end of bowling highlights for the sports networks, right?
Yeah.
Isn't this that time of year when they cover bowling? Maybe Rod J's into bowling. I don't know. He's running low on sports. But as a kid living in the Philly area, there was something about hearing Harry Collis?
Yeah, he was the big Phillies announcer for decades.
Yep.
I'm telling you, there's something, maybe you're not like this diehard fan that knows all the names and all the stats and all of that. I don't think you have to be. I think, if baseball, there's just something about it, man. You go to a ball game. I don't know that you necessarily get Cracker Jack every time you go to a game, but there's more different foods at a baseball game. The foods are insane at a baseball game, all the smells and everything. We've got a big sports fan right now. This guy loves Denver sports. Don't talk about Broncos in front of this guy.
Yeah, football season starting.
Oh my God! Don't dare talk about his precious Broncos.
No, but I do love baseball.
But right, Zach? I mean, baseball. Kids have a blast at baseball games, man. If you
don't like baseball, I feel like something was missing from your childhood that you should probably go see a therapist about.
Yeah, baseball is a cool sport, I think, man.
It's just there's a different aura. Like, I don't know. I love going to the ballpark.
Yeah,
like when you walk
baseball.
through the gates.
Going to a baseball park in general, they're typically well groomed. They look nice, especially when you start going to the minors. You start going to a AAA game. Kids love AAA ballparks. They have all kinds of things for kids to do. Yeah. I think I don't know how much they do it nowadays, but they used to let the kids run the bases after the games, after a day game.
Yeah.
Run the bases.
Baseball is just great.
It's when you go, to watch the players warm up and all that sort of stuff, they typically will toss balls out of the kids, and it's
I still love like ditching off just on a day and like you grab some peanuts and beer and relax at home watching a day game, zone out.
But now, one thing I'm seeing now, I've been going to football games. I've been going to football games for 13 years. Now, one thing I've been seeing lately, well, not last year, of course, but, in the last handful of years, some of your big quarterbacks, when they're warming up, they'll start tossing the ball to different kids, man, in the stands and playing catch with them out. And I'm like, if Vince Ferragamo would have played catch with me as a kid, I think I would have just died right there. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, if any of those legendary Rams, Pat Hayden, Vince Ferragamo, I mean, if any of these legendary Rams quarterbacks would have tossed the ball, I see quite a few of the quarterbacks. I've seen Cam Newton when he was still with the Panthers. He would, walk, down I sit in the end zone, so he would walk down the end zone and toss the ball a couple times to each kid he saw, as he's warming up. It was just so kick-ass, man,
My dad used to take me down to Tucson when the Rockies were still in Tucson, and we'd go to spring training, and I just loved it. And then we took, last time I was down in Phoenix to see you, like we took Piper to a couple of games, and like there is nothing like, you could not be a baseball fan, but Phoenix in March and April is one of the coolest places for baseball ever. Yeah. What do they got? 17 teams in the Phoenix area now?
Yeah, you've got half the majors.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Half of them are here. And good luck trying to see the Cubs or the Dodgers. And I love the Dodgers, but man, good luck. I mean, there is.
Yeah.
I think I think we're second largest population of Mormons next to Salt Lake City in the country. And I think we're the second largest population of Chicagoans, other than Chicago.
Probably, yeah.
I believe it.
Phoenix is to Chicago what Florida is to the East Coast.
Yeah, to Jersey and New York. Yeah. Yeah. It is, yeah.
Yeah, there is an incredible amount of people from Chicago here, and restaurants and everything else to support Chicago. It is insane. Yeah, there is no.
See, Zach's drinking quality beer tonight.
Whoa!
See that?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait a minute!
The magic green bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, at what point, Zach, will Chain Reaction be making its first malt liquor?
It's all malt liquor. This does say malt liquor. I can't lift the fucking bottle. But it does says fine malt liquor on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fine.
At what point? So when's Chain Reaction going to make its first fine malt liquor, properly labeled?
Well, I don't know. One of these days.
You heard it here first, kids. You heard it here first.
You should do like an organic
got
malt liquor. Get some organic corn and.
I've never got the beef. My license says fermented malt beverage manufacturer. Like my license says malt liquor manufacturing.
Yeah.
So
you could do.
It's okay. I'm here to tell all of the others that they could just branch out and start drinking better malt liquor.
Yeah.
209's in the house. We'll say hi to 209.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
As long as that other idiot's not here.
Oh, they'll all show up. They'll make their mark here. You know.
Well, Joe, I'm here to take the show back for you and drink this piece of shit.
Okay. Well, you're doing Bum a huge favor right
you guys
now.
match. You called each other before the show. Bum says, "I'll wear my Mickey shirt."
Yeah, I let him know like maybe 20 minutes before the show. I've only had this sitting in the fridge for like a week and a half.
You're aging it.
Yeah.
And do you guys know that you can't get a straw the length of a 40-ounce bottle?
I had no idea, actually. We had
to build our own.
Wait a minute.
Improvise.
Bum,
so put two together?
You know, we have a malt liquor reporter. Our malt liquor reporter has never, ever reported this fact to us. This is a malt liquor fact. Actually, no one from the malt liquor, once again,
I would love to see
let malt liquor know all the facts about malt liquor.
I want to see Vega drink a 40 from a straw because it is far less enjoyable. And there's few things that are less enjoyable.
Should he drink it from the straw, holding it with his thumb and forefinger, and
pinky out on the
pinky's out?
It's not his penis, Joe. I don't want him to get confused.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But Bob, how quickly do I have to drink this stupid thing?
It as long as you need to.
Oh, I thought they had a time limit on
it. They call it in a timely manner. My God, you see me on here. It's taken me an hour to drink a 40 sometimes. So no time limit on this show.
Malt liquor.
If you're in the MLBC, you have a time limit.
The only way for it to get any classier is to add strawberry Kool-Aid.
I'm sure
and
you probably have some
209
strawberry
says Zach
Kool-Aid.
will be walking in no time.
Oh, yeah, no problem after this. Whatever gets me to the morgue quicker.
Yeah. 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 No, what is this? I just did in a straw. It was amazing.
If it's not on video, it's not real.
Yeah, it doesn't count, right? If it's not on video, it doesn't. We've got someone right here live on camera proving it.
I'm just saying 40-ounce bottles are not handicap accessible.
If I find a big enough straw, I'll do it.
Jones, I think, has teased at it a few times by putting a straw in, and then he pulled out.
It's on vid.
He
pulled out too early.
Last minute.
Oh, sorry.
Now, Jones did a couple videos today, including one not long before the show, which I didn't get to see. So maybe that's the one.
If he finds a big enough straw, he'll do it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'll drink his malt liquor of choice on the show if he does it.
Up yours, Two Wheels. I hope you eat a peach, dog.
I like peaches.
Actually, you know what? I'm still on record for saying some of the best peaches I have ever had come out of Grand Junction.
Palisades. Yep. Palisade peaches are great.
I used to haul peaches out of Grand Junction. They were absolutely phenomenal.
I have to say that real quiet here in Georgia because
yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah. You can't tell anybody. Yeah.
Colorado peaches are better than Georgia peaches.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't start talking about the pecans, Mark. Oh.
We got good apricots up here too.
Mm-hmm.
Apricots or apricots? How do we do this?
I don't know. Either way, they're not a great fruit, but I think ours are better than the other shitty fruit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other shitty fruit?
Well, the other apricots from the other places.
Oh. Who's known for apricots, though? Who's known for? But is there a place known for apricots? I mean, you go there and you're going to have apricots.
No, I think most of them probably come from California or.
Yeah, because I had a lot of apricots growing up. I swear, there was a lot.
It could be like an Idaho thing, like a state that nobody cares about.
Whoa! Time for the show. Idaho. Let me see. One of the best steaks I've had was in Lincoln, Nebraska. One of the best steaks I've had.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. I've had a lot of damn good steak. I mean, look at me. But, I mean, one of them.
What's your cut of steak, Joe? What's your favorite cut of steak?
You know what? I was just shown how you can get a ribeye type steak out of a chuck roast. Have you seen this little trick?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called, is it called
like a chuck eye or something?
Yeah, chuck eye, I think it is called.
Yeah, it's the top. It's the top inside of the chuck, right?
Yeah.
That
would be the stuff that's closest to the joint, right? Yeah.
It's a chuck eye of round, maybe?
Probably.
Something.
Tell me, science lady, tell me. She's the boss, isn't she's not paying attention.
Yeah. No, I'm a ribeye
cut. Is it called a chuck eye?
I love a ribeye. I like ribeyes. I like pork.
Yeah, but can you get a ribeye type steak from a chuck? I don't know. She only took one meat science class, so she's bad.
Yeah.
She's not an expert.
Not an expert. Well, I've got some excellent local beers here. I've got a couple IPAs once again. One from Also Brewery here in Phoenix, and then another one from Tombstone, which is a phenomenal brewery. Absolutely love their stuff. Getting to have more and more and more of their stuff now that they have a brewery here in Phoenix.
Yeah, makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it? Having it close by.
Well, closer. I mean, they're not that close to me, but they're
closer than Tombstone,
Arizona. Exactly. Yeah. Actually, even the pre-beer I'm having, this is a Santan Juicy Jack. This is out of Chandler, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And this Juicy Jack is just it's pretty much every time I go to the store, it's one of those pick up a 6-pack. I haven't had the other one that I was drinking for quite a while. What is it? The sex something? The chocolate stout, not the chocolate stout. It was a chocolate stout, wasn't it? It's not Sex Panther. Oh dear God, in the red can. Boy, I am getting everything. Never mind.
Continue on.
Continue on, yeah. Never mind. Continue on, yeah. So what? I am curious what Billy D thinks about all these things, man. What does Billy D think about baseball and?
Billy D's always up for a good balling.
Good balling. He's always up for a good game of ball.
Yeah.
Is he always trying to launch his balls over the fence?
Yes.
And then
he or her, it just depends.
yeah, him or her. Yeah, it just depends on what side of the
What side of the fence did he swing?
Yeah. Is not opposed to being a pitcher or a catcher.
Yeah, I think we've determined Billy D's a switch hitter.
Yeah, he's a switch hitter. Yeah.
Wasn't that like Deion Sanders? He played both sides, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and now you can't call him Deion Sanders anymore. You got to call him Coach.
Yeah.
He is one of those that is very adamant about. If you call him Deion, he will not answer you. You call him Coach, and then he'll answer you.
I wasn't aware. Wow.
Yeah,
Well, that solves my problem. I never have to talk to him.
He coaches that team now in Florida with what is it? Central
is it the junior
Florida?
high football team? Yeah.
It's it's a small college, yeah, but he's been doing pretty well from what I hear.
Okay, good. Pop Warner football.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, does Billy D have any rock and roll deaths to report? Is there any? Has there been any rock and roll deaths? I have not.
I don't think there was this week. Oh, last week when YouTube Bandwidth, who is crying wolf all the time, when he said "Cool in the Gang" R.I.P., he wasn't kidding. The one dude from Cool in the Gang did die.
Oh, really?
Truthful, yeah. That was last Saturday. I forget his name. I think he was one of the founders.
From Cool in the Gang?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dennis Thomas, saxophone player.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So when Bandwidth, when he said that, I just blew him off. But he was being partially truthful there. That was last Saturday.
That's that dead clock twice a day thing, right?
Yeah. Stop clock is working right twice a day.
Oh, I will tell you, wasn't a musician, but somebody who was once huge in the music industry died this past week. A legend, Walter Yetnikoff, who was president of CBS Records all through the 70s and 80s. I read his autobiography. He was a wild man. He was a wild man. He was the one, Walter Yetnikoff. He signed Michael Jackson to CBS, I think.
Huh.
And he was behind a lot, huge a bunch of artists. And I think Tommy Mottola was coming up then. And I think, if I recall, Walter Yetnikoff had problems with alcohol and other less legal substances. And he was not a young man at the time, and he was getting out of control. And he eventually went into rehab. And I think during that time, I think they I could be getting this all mangled, but I think a lot of behind the scenes stuff was going on to try and get him out of there. And I think Tommy Mottola might have played a hand in that. So that was like the late 80s.
Okay.
But I read his
name, but I didn't know where he fit in. Okay. So he was one of the crazy record executives from the 70s.
Yeah, and he was not a young man. He was already in his mid-40s.
How old was he when he died then? He might have to be in his late 80s then.
89.
Wow. Okay. Well, good on him for living a long time.
88 or 89. I think he was born in 33.
Okay, yeah, so it'd be 88, 89.
Here's the list of people that died today. Wikipedia, man. Wow. Look at this. This is the 13th. I mean, it goes in order, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. It goes in order of, here's the 12th. I mean, you can go day by day on celebrity deaths. This is
not just celebrities, anybody of note, anybody who, I mean, they'll list racehorses on there. Anybody who did anything in any field, science or people you've never heard of.
Because here's a Chilean military officer and convicted murderer.
There you go.
There you go.
Salas Wenzel.
Yeah. This is wild. Look at that. An Italian.
I told you last week. This has been my go-to place for deaths for years and years.
Oh, so this is it right here.
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting, actually.
South African rapper, dancer, and record producer. Traffic collision. They listed the method of death if they know it, I guess.
If they know it, yeah. This is wild.
A method of death.
Oh, of course, Bobby Bowden. Bobby Bowden was the that was another big one.
91. Yeah, I didn't think he was that old, but he was. Yeah.
If you're a college football fan, that is a big one.
Yeah.
Especially, man, he was huge for that Florida State. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So what does Billy D have for us today, man?
Well, we got all kinds of stuff. First of all, we're going to get to my malt liquor. This is one of a possible 2 different malt liquors tonight.
Oh, wow. Woo!
We'll see. I had planned for days on making this happen, and I think I ate a little too close to the show. My stomach's kind of rumbling, but
that's the one getting discontinued.
So,
it's getting discontinued,
right?
The HG.
Oh,
this is getting discontinued.
Oh, I could see why.
Yeah. No, regular old English ain't going anywhere. But what I have here, remember the trade that I did with Horror Show? He sent me the last week. I drank the 42, of the 7.5 West Coast version. This is the East Coast version. This is what I get, and I was given consideration after this, kicking it up a notch and drinking the 7.5. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how this one goes first.
Oh, nice. Crisp can crack. There we go.
Refreshing and delicious.
I feel your pain, Zach. Okay, we got a lot of news to get here and some video, but before we even do that, we're going to preempt this. The first link I'm going to post, Joe, just click on this.
Okay, yeah, well,
last minute addition to the report here.
Oh, a last minute. We're
breaking news.
Ad-libbing here. Breaking news. Is that what this is?
No, it's not breaking news. It's just a last second edition.
Okay, last second edition here. First of all, it says sippy cup, 40 ounce. One more time. Yeah, that didn't quite go the way he planned. It's gotta. There you go. Now we got the spin he wanted. Maybe not.
Just gonna try it again?
Yeah. Ah, now it's out of reach. There you go. That's the one he wanted. Boom! And you know what? Now that he did this, we have seen him do this. I do remember seeing him do this.
That's props if he can get the whole thing down.
Is that a 40? I think that's a smaller bottle. No,
That's
it's
a 40.
It's a 40.
I feel like I should do it too.
He's pretty good at. Oh, look at that. They're in sync right now. Look at this. Oh,
It's the malt liquor dance.
somehow this is malt liquor drinking porn right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting worse as it warms, by the way.
Oh, he's still going. Look at that.
He's going to have one hell of a belch here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No charge.
Excellent day. Fuck yeah.
I like this guy.
I wonder if I'll get a copyright strike for this one.
Yeah.
You know? I wonder how long this copyright strike will take. You know, some of them I've barely gotten a copyright strike for, and it was 13 years ago I posted the video.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil.
They're pretty quick
we
on some stuff.
sorry, Zach, as you can see, you're somebody beat you to the technique.
Oh, I'm good with that.
You might be the first one to drink a Mickey's with the straw, though.
Yeah. Boom.
Nope.
That is your title. There you go. See? And an applause for that. You have done something with your life now. You are the first one.
I like this whole mask guy. He's a nice. He looks like a good fella.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Why isn't
He's
he
been
the
nice to
president
use
of
him.
everything? Let this
Yeah.
dude run everything. He doesn't seem like quite the dumbass.
Not quite the dumbass, but still
No, he seems like hey.
dumbass nonetheless. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, well, we had all kinds of news from Fear this week regarding, himself for one. First of all, any of us here who were planning on going to the 40-ounce crew annual 40-ounce crew meeting of the minds in Ocean City, Maryland, it's been postponed.
Just cancel the tickets
Man, I mean, I was
to the 40-ounce meetup in Ocean City, Maryland. Cancel that private jet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really gonna go. Oh,
Rescheduled date and location to be announced soon. So
I mean,
Here it goes. I was planning on this all summer. Now it's gone. What am I going to do now?
yeah. So
liquor.
so also Fear is at 1,999 unique check-ins on Untapped, and he claims with his 2,000th check-in, he's done with Untapped and going to shut his account down and delete the app from his phone. So
We'll see.
we'll see. Fear has a tendency to change his mind.
Well, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, right?
So Fear's big announcement this week was he has started yet another 40-ounce challenge. In this case, it's a 50 40s before he himself turns 50. So that's 2 years from now. So he's already up to video number 5 or 6.
Oh.
He's going to consume 50 different 40-ounce bottles before he turns 50. Okay. So that's yet another one of these challenges. Now, you guys recall the most. What's that, Joe?
I mean, is there even 50 unique?
Yeah, he
In 2
managed
years?
40. He managed not malt liquors, just
Oh, okay.
40-ounce bottles
Just
altogether.
okay.
Plus, he has a lot of vintage ones that have been discontinued that he said he may break out. Yeah.
Yeah, because he drank a couple of them and he was like,
Yeah. He the last time he did this, he drank a couple of oldies, and he may regret this decision. But there's I think there still might be 50 total out there. But if you recall, the most recent one of these type of challenges was Vega Jay Vega, who I hope is still here, doing his 50 24s before Joe Skull turns 50. Now, Vega, when that was over with, he said it was horrible. He never was going to do it again because even with help from myself and Havana, sending him some stuff, because he has limited 24s in his area. Even with our help, he still had to drink a bunch of fruity boo shit and a lot of other non-traditional 24s. So I have decided to jump in on this.
Oh,
In addition to the different malt liquor every week before, for the year at least, which will continue. I am going to also simultaneously, starting, I should have announced this a couple weeks ago. I am going to do 50 24s or 25s before Jay Vega turns 50, which I believe will be next March.
oh,
And I'm going to do it the way Jay Vega wanted to do it for Joe Skull, but was unable to do it. Now, here's going to be the hard part that make it tough for me. Only domestic macro lagers, malt liquors, high gravity lagers, or other miscellaneous bad beers. No imports, no craft beer, which there's not that many craft beer comes in 24s anyway, and definitely no fruity boo shit. These will just be basic bad beers. And the other thing that's going to make it tough is, unlike my malt liquor challenge, where the new and old Colt 45 labels, cans will, count as two different ones. In this case, only what's inside the can counts. Different variations on the packaging do not count. So Colt 45 will only count for one. Colt 45 high gravity will only count for one.
It's got to be 24s.
ooh.
No, there's going to be I got to do 50 of these.
Have you started mapping out your assault on this?
Yeah, yes,
Now-
I have.
Now,
Yes, I have.
one
And I
That's
have-
surprising, Bum, that you would plan ahead.
now,
Yeah.
more and more malt liquor. I mean, craft beers are coming in 24-ounce cans.
Yeah.
Vega says March 4th. So this is going to be tough.
March
This
4th.
actually is going to be tough
50
now.
years old. All right.
Yeah, so I have until next March to do 50 of these.
From now?
Yeah. This
Oh, I could do that.
no 50 different ones. No, there has to be 50 different ones. And
I got to go to the liquor store.
yeah. Now I am going to be a little bit looser on my rules, like with this for the malt liquor. Got to drink it and finish it during the course of the show, if not the report itself. For my other ones, like the non-malt liquor ones, it's just so I'm drinking it at some point during the show. It could be my warm-up beer that I'm finishing when the show starts. I could be in the middle of one when the show ends, just so I am showing it and drinking it
Okay.
at some point during the show. So that'll count.
So how many shows are there then between now
It's
and
only
March 4th?
24 ounces, or you do 40s? Or
Yeah,
No,
24?
24s or 25s, because the Bud products give you an extra ounce.
Oh, they have to be Bud products?
No,
He's
it's
just
24
saying.
or 25 ounces.
Yeah, because
I feel like that's
with the amount of stuff that Bud has in its umbrella these days, I mean, they're all in my area. A lot of them are starting to release stuff in singles in 24-ounce cans.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
this
mean,
isn't too
from what-
bad.
From what I saw, you got Bud Light, Bud Platinum, Michelob, Ultra.
No, but I mean, like in my area, damn near Four Peaks' whole catalog is 24-ounce cans now too. That's still 50% a craft brewery.
yeah, no,
What
no,
about,
anything that has to do with craft doesn't count.
I'm just curious. Can you count the micheladas or the clamatos?
I'm not going to include those.
Oh, what?
That's
Well,
that was
not
actually
as
considered
low
a
as
malt.
You've got me
Fruit
almost
malt?
talked into doing this with you.
Nah,
Because
that's
I can drink 50 shitty beers, no problem. I can do that in about a month and a half.
He's displayed he can do this right now.
But can you acquire 50 different ones though? That's going to be the hard part.
I think so. If I don't know what the rules are.
If you do the michelada, I bet you I could get you 15 or 20 micheladas alone.
Yeah, there's at least 10 different micheladas.
Oh, in my area, there's good God. I mean, whew.
And there are some that are horrible.
Some, whew, good. Yeah, there's more than that.
Majority.
I mean, you've got all the Bud products. So you've got the regular Bud, and then you can go down the Bud Light products. They're all michelada.
They're bad.
Coronas, same thing. Corona regular, Corona Light. They're all. You can go down. I mean, Sol has, the 20. Mark knows the QT alone has like a whole.
You got a whole door full of micheladas. Yeah,
full of not only micheladas but 24-ounce cans.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'll do a little searching for if you might need a few.
I did a rough. My God, today when I was buying this, I did a rough count real quick of what was in the cooler that qualified, for my rules. Yeah. No imports or anything. Right there was like 25 or 26 right in that one location.
A ton of them.
So
there is. Honestly, when you start thinking about it, there's a ton of them.
But when I wrote out everything I could think of, and this is like Old Milwaukee and the Coors products. Mm-hmm. And a couple of the ones that we talked about last week that are going to be discontinued, like Ice House Edge, Keystone Ice. When you get into all those and all those lower end ones, I came up with about 60 that I know of.
Okay.
That just you can get your hands on.
No. A
little travel, maybe.
Maybe I might be able to get between 40 and 50. And I have a couple here that I've gotten in trade. Like Mark gave me the Gold Bull, which that's one of the other rules. If it was a 24-ounce can that I already drank as part of the Malt Liquor Challenge this year, if I drank it before today, doesn't count. I have to do it again.
Okay, but you haven't had the Gold Bull yet, so you can use that.
I did drink the Gold Bull earlier this year, but I can drink the second Gold Bull you gave me as part of.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, it won't count for a new malt liquor, but it will count for the 24-ounce cans.
Bum, I just want to say this real quick out of respect, but what in the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know, Zach.
Exactly.
I was thinking to myself, my God, I may never drink another craft beer on this show again this year or through March. I did think that.
Okay, and what are you going to do with your no alcohol challenge?
Oh, that was just for last February. That's
that was a one-off, Joe.
Well, I thought you've done it 2 years in a row, though.
No, that was just last year.
Was it just last year?
That was just a one-time thing to lose a few pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not an annual thing. So.
Okay.
So anyway, there you go. This counts as a new malt liquor tonight. And this is can number 1 in my 50-24's J Vega.
All right.
Now, Mark, how are we going to keep track of this? This is a lot to keep track of.
Well, if tonight's the official start date, we just have to count basically the 24s of non-fruited or non-craft beer that comes in between now and March 2nd.
Yeah.
You got to get them a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
Bum's already got a spreadsheet optimized and ready to go, I'm sure.
Yeah, one of those binders behind him.
He's got a binder. Yeah. There's a binder for that.
And Vega's asking, are high gravity and ale allowed? Yeah, yes, they are, because those fall under the category of malt liquor, bad beer.
Do you see what's happening here? We have the makings of a new malt liquor chairman on our hands right here. We've got someone creating rules and everything as we speak here. Mark, what do you think?
Those rules are just
I believe that's called bipartisan
for everybody else.
No, Bum's just doing it for personal achievement purposes, not for the community.
Yeah.
Isn't that what politics are?
Well, yeah. You have to spoil it, Zach. Come on.
I mean, come on, yeah. What parties would there be in the malt liquor community then? How would they be split? How would it?
You have the
Bum,
malt
how
liquor,
would-
not malt liquor. Those would be the two.
I mean,
I don't know.
what parties would be in malt liquor? What sort of political-ish parties would there be? Would there?
Well, they could be
politically
represented by the
incorrect can
donkey
I
and
say?
elephant.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they still could be donkey and elephant. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which animal do they like to
Whoa! Yeah.
enjoy better?
Yeah. Get to know. I need to get to know you.
Yeah. This is interesting. So
Okay, so that's my announcement, which I planned on making like 2 weeks ago. So I wasted like 2 weeks worth of
boom.
24. So I'll make
But
up.
last week you had a 40 on here, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh, and to Jay Vega, I can still use that for the malt liquor challenge. I definitely still, especially since they're discontinuing it now, I can definitely use that 42 of high gravity Old English for sure.
Do you
I'm
need
good
Blue
on, as you saw,
Bull?
I'm good on
Do you
the.
need Blue Bull, Bum?
If you can get a 24-ounce can, yeah, I still have not.
Okay. Because I can get 6 packs of 16 ounce. I see that all the time.
Yeah, I got 16s, but
Okay. So I'll see if I can find a 24 because I'm seeing more and more of it now.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I still need Red Bull and Blue Bull 24 ounce.
Okay. All right.
So you can't just drink 2 16s?
No.
No, it's got to be a 20.
4
Got to say
16s?
2-4 on the can.
Nope. Got to say 2.4 or 2.5 on the can.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you go.
You record that, boss?
And no
Blue
22.
Bull and Red Bull, 24.
No,
No.
What about
22.
Smirnoff Ice Smash?
Nope. Nope.
no.
No.
Oh, no fruity stuff.
No
Okay.
fruity
No
bullshit.
fruity stuff. Yeah.
So,
I'm just seeing what the local store has.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't fruit the beer. Yeah.
What about Pabst, the coffee version?
They
Is
don't,
that
they don't
considered
make those
fruit?
in 24s, do they?
I don't. My liquor store has it.
In 24?
He's in Colorado.
I've never seen those in 24.
Colorado. Yeah. You got to realize who you're talking to. And
Zach can get all 50 by next week, probably, if you wanted to.
Nah, because I won't
Don't
count
want
those.
to.
As much as I would enjoy drinking one of those,
I
that will
actually
not
would
count
like
because
to
it's a
see him,
coffee
Zach,
product.
drink one of those.
It would be
That
under the category of fruited somehow.
It's now that I know I'm looking, I get what he's talking about. There's a lot of them that are just fruited.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
24s are fruited.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is the Natty Daddy?
Yeah, that's the
The Natty Daddy.
Natty
That's
Ice.
that's
That could be
Budweiser.
Joe's
That's,
nickname.
I've
Yeah,
got some natty daddy like happening right now on the bottom of my seat.
Yeah, he does.
You need some dude powder for that, Joe. You need dude powder.
Yeah.
That's the best purchase I've made this year. Right?
Oh!
Dude powder. In the summer? I mean, come on. Hot and humid here in Atlanta, dude powder.
Hurricane looks pretty terrible.
Dude.
Camo black.
Dude powder. Yeah, we have that came out of nowhere, bum. That came out of nowhere. We have at least one person on this show admitting ever since I
Menthol.
revealed
Menthol.
dude powder,
Menthol dude powder, too.
because he likes his boys with a little
I like them dry.
yeah. We have, ever since I revealed there was such a thing on the show, we have someone that confirmed a purchase.
Yep. I did.
And a solid review. Not just a purchase, but a solid review.
I was embarrassed at first, but the benefits far outweigh. So I'm just saying.
So, have you had hurricane, or are you getting hurricane?
Yeah, I drank that
Okay.
as part of the malt liquor challenge earlier, but I will drink that again as the part of the 24.
What about camo black?
You gotta love Zach. He is focused. You know what I'm saying? He is
focused. I'm
focused.
thinking about trying to do that.
There we go.
There it is.
Old
I've had
Monk.
this for
What is
over a
Old
year.
Monk
I've heard
10,000?
bad things about this.
I wish there's no
So here's a weird one. Does it have to be American made?
Yes.
I don't think
Well, that's
I should give
bullshit.
them stuff.
Yeah. And that's one of the other rules.
Because this one sounds
I can
real
see
gross.
there's one coming up at 9:30. There should be one more bin full.
Old Monk 10,000 sounds really rough.
Oh, he's looking for food.
What is it?
Okay.
Old
We'll
Monk
go down, but see if there's one for
10,000 super
9:30.
beer.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I don't know. It's $5 for a 650 bottle, and it comes into my malt liquor category from the distributor,
Oh.
and it's labeled as malt liquor from India,
Oh wow.
and it sounds horrible.
you might like it.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Exactly.
Right up your alley, dude.
If that's malt liquor from India and it says malt liquor, I could certainly use that this year as part of the malt liquor part of the challenge.
I have until March to get it to you, right?
Well, if it's not in a 24-ounce can, though, right?
I don't know. What is 650 milliliters?
Okay, I'm gonna have to get in on some of this.
Probably 25.
24
That's
ounce
probably
can
really
is
close.
709, so
Yeah.
it doesn't qualify. But it would qualify for drinking malt liquor for my malt liquor challenge.
You may have to just use that as a warm-up beer.
I could do that.
Oh, this stuff is so bad.
Yeah. So let's see, Tempe. This is my store. Okay, so I have to accept the cookies. I wonder if I can just search 24-ounce cans. That'd be cool. My total.
Like Zach said, most of what you're going to get nowadays is fruity bullshit.
Yeah.
A lot of fruits.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
There is.
And seltzers also.
Well,
Seltzers and ciders. Yeah.
For
Seltzers
me,
are
the
taking
big
over
thing is
ciders now.
you're not including micheladas. I mean, you're
No.
excluding 50 beers right there. I'm telling you,
Right.
Oh,
there is so many of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
There is so many, and I guess technically tomato is a fruit.
Yep.
Right.
It is.
And that's
It's a
why I'm
fruit.
not counting it. Yeah.
I guess technically.
Not a vegetable. It's a fruit. Yeah.
So, yeah, that would not count, I suppose.
And I think when they say no fruit, I mean they basically say nothing extra other than what's in the beer itself.
Is Montucky in a 24?
I don't know what that is.
Montucky's a PBR wannabe thing. Montucky might be on 24. Ooh.
No charge.
I need some McDonald's.
Oh, dude. Don't even get me started, McDonald's. What do you order when you go to McDonald's? I can tell you right now what
I haven't had McDonald's in 5 years.
I go to McDonald's often.
Always been a
Lately,
Big Mac.
My thing at McDonald's is a 20-piece and a triple cheeseburger.
Oh, good
With
God.
the sweet chili sauce and buffalo sauce.
Do you put the nuggets on top of the burger with the buffalo sauce on top of the nuggets on the burger?
That's an idea. I have not
It's
thought
a
of that.
fucking idea.
Be like,
Well, it's like, have you ever had the McOrgy?
No. What is this?
McOrgy is you just shove a hot and spicy inside of a double cheeseburger.
Oh. Well, those triple cheeseburgers are pretty small as well. They're just one more patty on the double,
yeah.
but they're $3. So, I'm starting to get. Don't even get me started on McDonald's because I'm kind of fed up with McDonald's. Not fed up, not enough to stop eating McDonald's. The problem with McDonald's is the consistency is just enough where you're like, all right, I'll keep going there. But their points are ridiculous on the app. Look, if I've got the points, just let me order some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can literally only order one item. And don't get me started on McDonald's. Oh my God. I can rant on McDonald's for an hour. Trust me, I can. Watch. I could.
Malt Liquor Review is getting off the rails tonight.
What?
Malt Liquor Review has gone off the rails.
Yeah, Malt Liquor Report is way off. We're in the 24-ounce report now.
Yeah, exactly. We're the 24-ounce report. Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, you go down
The Malt Liquor Reporter himself took it off the.
Yeah, I took it off the rails myself. So we'll get back on track here. I have a link posted, Joe. Now I mentioned that I did that trade with 40-ounce Horror Show. I usually don't discuss or show the videos, like if there's an unboxing video of any trades I do, but I'm going to make an exception here. I assume you guys didn't know I made a trade with that Cody Jinx hat guy, Loot Bag Jerry.
No.
Okay. Well, here's the funny thing. I didn't know I did either. So this is Loot Bag Jerry's bum unboxing video. You can just play the whole thing.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. Here we go.
Well, hey guys, I have a little unboxing for you here. Bum, finally, after months of blowing me off, he's finally sent me a box. We've done a little trade here. I sent him some Canadian malts, and so you can see here, it's a pretty sizable box. I'm looking forward to opening
Wow.
this.
You're a generous guy, Bum.
Mm-hmm.
I have just this piece of paper here. I'm just kind of covering up his address and stuff, just so I don't, reveal his details.
Oh,
So let's just close this.
keeping your privacy and everything. That's cool.
And then,
Oh,
sorry. What do we got? It's not packed very well, but fucking shit. Nice, buddy. It's the Good Mickey's. It's from the States, and it actually says malt liquor on the label. I'm just gonna crack that right now.
Yeah, I sent him a Good Mickey from the States. It actually says malt liquor on the label. But it's funny, he keeps his thumb over that part.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Thanks, buddy. It's fucking delicious. It's even cold. How'd you keep it cold like that?
yeah. With all that stuff in the box to keep it cold.
Nice.
Those 4 brats. I mean,
Yeah.
Sausages. Thanks, Bum. I knew it. I knew that about you. You sausage lover.
now we didn't get a chance to see what the inside of the cap said. Now, if you're gonna tease us with the inside of the cap, at least reveal at the end. Leave clear enough video or something where we can identify what that says.
Yeah. It's funny, though. He was grateful that I sent him a Mickey's, American Mickey's that says malt liquor, because in Canada, it says Mickey Strong Beer on the label, bilingual.
Oh.
And funny, I sent him that one, and for some reason in this video, he kept the label in, and in the subsequent video he uploaded, he had his thumb over that part that says malt liquor. Isn't that?
That is crazy. What a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So it was my pleasure to send that to Loot Bag Jerry.
You're a generous guy.
Yeah.
Well, craft beer, we can do that because we don't mind spending money on craft beer. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on, a few leftovers from things that have happened the past couple weeks. Once again, Chairman crediting everybody for trolling the chat in the show last week. This is one of his Rumble videos.
Oh, did they take over? Did they take over the show again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go to 3 minutes 50 seconds.
That's cool. I like when they tell me they took the show over.
Yeah.
They take it over so well. I mean, I don't even have any idea. Oh, I have to kind of do it this way because it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't advance when you hit the arrow button.
350.
Yeah.
Clear, cause they're publishing, you might not get some niggas.
Shout out to the dogs. Owning the Share a Beer show in the chat.
Oh, wait. I'm just snapping here. What am I doing? This is my bad. I am sorry, people. We've got a chairman standing video. This hasn't happened in quite some time.
Fucking show off.
Blue Moon, he'll do one.
Yeah, this hasn't happened in quite some time. We've got bigger 40-ounce cases here. Empty cases, I am sure. But we haven't had this in a while. So we've got the chairman wearing shorts, standing.
He does that all the time.
Yeah, he does that all the time, sure.
Excuse me. I've got a news alert.
Oh.
I would just like to boo. And I would like to raise a something with these other people and say, let's overthrow this ass hat. And it is time to end the terror that is the chairman. This is a horrible person. This is horrible for malt liquor. And I think that we need to start a campaign to get this dictatorship out of here. This man is horrible for malt liquor. He picks ugly colors on his cars. He can't even pour hot sauce or barbecue sauce on his chicken. This is an absolute atrocity to the scum that we enjoy drinking that is malt liquor. It is an absolute atrocity. And we need someone to raise up and overthrow this sorry sack of a dictator. Let's topple his statues.
Yes, exactly.
Let's burn his mask and expose him for what he is. 209, I hope he becomes something. Vega, you've got strong support. But I think we have a front runner in the bipartisan party as far as Bum, and we should overthrow the chairman in any way possible. That is the end of my rant.
Well, Zach, since
well,
I have had a 40 of malt liquor, and I have came to enlightenment of their crowd, and I feel he is fully misrepresenting that culture.
Wow. So what say you, Bum?
Well, Zach, since every single thing you said, I agree with except one thing. At one point, you said those of us who enjoy this product. You used the word enjoy. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think he's
It wasn't bad when it was cold.
He's under the spell of malt liquor right now.
Yeah.
I think he has the latest variant of the virus, Oli 800 variant. the Mickey variant.
If I knew how to revolt, I would. But
well, Zach has had 40 ounces. I've only had 24, so I'm still thinking straighter than Zach.
I still also have 5 craft beers before this. So.
Oh, okay. I only had 2, and those were 3 this afternoon.
Zach is a professional, exactly. No.
This is coming from if malt liquor was I don't know, pick an obscure country, and craft beer was another obscure country. This is just my educated opinion. If we were not like the UN, but we were kind of the UN, I would.
Well, I will tell you though, since you're not here every week, you may have missed this at the beginning of this year. There was the malt liquor swivel war.
Oh, I remember.
And actually, 2 years before that, there was a brief attempt at a coup on the part of 209 J. Jones a couple years ago, and that failed. So you named him. I don't think he would try again. And Vega, I don't think so. Those guys are all the four horsemen. You're not going to break up the four horsemen. They're you're not going to get Vega to go against them. So,
And back to the video. Here we go.
When the dogs are up in the chat, we run the show.
I'll back it up.
Act like they don't owe me nothing. I'm the reason bitches
Owning the Share a Beer show in the chat. When the dogs are up in the chat, we run the show.
Oh,
act like they don't owe me nothing. I'm the reason bitches putting their
wow.
That's it.
So
when you control the chat, you control the stream.
you control the stream. Wow. Well, it's good of him to let us know that. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I was completely unaware. Okay. All right. That's all right.
So the main things that happened in the MLDC this week. The two
Is he aware there's two chats? Is he aware there's two chats?
I don't think so. I don't think he knows about that.
There's a very
nothing more
private
needs to be
chat.
said. There are two chats. Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
So, two things that happened this week within the MLDC. First of all, the chairman, one of his newest antiques, treasures, and collectibles finds that he purchased, he bought himself an old Sega Genesis video game system.
Oh, very
and
cool.
he even did a video this week while he was drinking a 40 while playing Sonic 2 on his Sega Genesis. So that caused everybody this week to break out their old video game systems, be it Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and they were all showing off their old video game systems in their videos. So stay tuned for a possible. I've been tipped off that Malt Mustang may do a malt liquor video featuring an old Atari 2600 or an Odyssey 2 from Magnavox.
Ooh, Odyssey 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there only one Sega Genesis? I thought there was another version of the
After the original Nintendo, I lost track of the systems. I never purchased another one after that.
I'm sure. Was there just one Sega Genesis? There might have been. There might have been.
I lost track. So we had that happen with the video game systems. So something else interesting happened this week that I had high hopes for, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of, to coin a phrase, it kind of petered out as the week went on.
Oh.
I'm going to post a link here. Basically, Fear started it. Fear just decided to, I guess, shake things up and make a video that just where he insulted everybody, even even the people he's aligned with. He just insulted everybody and ripped everybody a new one. And Vega responded, and it turned into what was called the Malt Liquor Prog Wars, as in prog, P-R-O-G, as in progressive rock music.
Oh.
And I thought, wow, we're going to have some good music playing during these videos. Well, I don't know if I missed something, but the only video that had any actual prog rock was the one that Jay Vega did, where he played Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Lucky Man. Other than that, I didn't hear no prog.
You didn't hear any prog.
Yeah, and this
Did you hear the music that was produced in Prague?
Yeah, yeah. One of 40-ounce Causers videos, he spelled it that way. He called it a war in Prague, P-R-A-G-U-E.
Oh.
So, but anyway, it started promising this week. So, I have the link pasted there, Joe. Go to 125.
Okay, 125.
I see what's happening here, folks.
Oh, can he see? Because look how thick those glasses are. I hope he can see.
The goddamn White Saturday bullshit
Oh,
is fucking terrible.
That's
It's
the
awful.
TTC.
It's not worth anybody's time. It's not worth anybody's effort.
they're not really that thick, actually. That's just.
And the Share a Ho show
Oh, Sharon Ho.
isn't far behind it.
Oh,
So the only other thing to do is to turn on each other. Let me preach on it. Not more liquor.
And you might want to mute that, Joe. And that's it. From there, he goes on to explain what's going on in the Prague Wars. But for a better explanation of it, we can go to 40-ounce Mad Molar. And actually, I didn't need to explain it because, as he explains here, he knew I was not going to explain it correctly.
so he was way ahead of you.
Yeah.
What?
So go to 55 seconds.
Okay. Let's see here. 55 seconds. Here we go.
Let me explain what actually happened.
And there he is with the Genesis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A little dusty, but man,
Everybody
When
all
those-
weekend broke out their games.
when those came out, that was it, right? Everybody had an Atari. When the Genesis came out, it was the ultimate, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, every new system
this is
was
a
like
problem.
couldn't get any better.
Before that piece of shit bum.
I love. That is excellent.
Amen.
On war. Before that piece of shit bum makes a mockery and misinforms the Share Beer show. And so Joe D can understand what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, thank you.
First, you think this guy, 40-ounce Fear,
Oh,
does not watch your show. I caught what he was doing. He put some prog rock music on and was drinking. That's a shot across the bow. So I called him out on it. What does he do? Cams up with another video burning everybody. Well, now you got Jay Vega came out with his prog video, which by the way sucked.
That's Vega.
And I don't know.
Oh,
I think Joe Skull's got to have to get one out there. And then
Joe Skull, the
Roger
skateboarder.
Snaps, he'll probably follow suit.
They're shady.
He's talking about his fucking stupid Nile collection again, which half of them are broke anyway. And then the burrito wagon guy, EBT.
40-ounce causer.
So stay tuned for the Prague Wars. That's a quick rundown, better than fucking Bum could ever do.
oh, there you go. And the big cock crow after that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I believe that's it.
Nice solid thumb up. I'll give him
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Now we can, you know what?
Man,
I'm going to go for this. I'm going to open this. This was what made tonight tough because if by drinking this West Coast one second, I have to finish it or it won't count. And if I would have done this in reverse order and couldn't finish mine that I can get here, I could always buy another one next week. This is my only one of these West Coast ones. So I have to finish it.
I'll be interested in your comparison.
Yeah. Now that 42 that I had last week of this, I thought it was pretty smooth. So here I am comparing side by side with the 5.9.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give this one the slight edge.
What
Light.
do you think about that, Zach? What's any thoughts on that review?
Yeah, it has some edge because it's the last one.
And it's because it's a higher ABV.
And it's colder.
It's colder.
Yeah.
The Mickey's was so bad once it got warm.
Oh, I don't even want to know what kind of torture you just went through. That is,
And just
wasn't that bad.
I will say one more quick note about my 24-ounce can challenge, where I said same product in different cans doesn't count. This is going to be the only one where it's basically the same can except for the alcohol percentage. This does count as two different 24s because there's two different products enclosed in the 24s, two different ABVs. So this is
it's different alcohols, different beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different beer. So this tonight counts as two malt liquors towards my challenge and two 24-ounce cans.
The
so
alcohol
only 48 to go, Bum. Only 48.
Yeah,
because that's almost an oldie imperial.
Almost, yeah. Imperial malt liquor.
Yeah.
So you know what? We can play the chairman here because this is Joe, I know you like this kind of stuff from the chairman. This is when he announces that he got his Sega Genesis here.
Oh. The Genesis is that system Mom would never get me, and I really liked. I remember playing other people's Genesis, and they were cool, man.
Well, see, the chairman's mom is nice to him. She let him get his.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, after Coach showed her all about it. I mean, she's real nice after she had a night with Coach.
Yeah.
So go to 605.
605.
You'll like this, Joe.
Okay, this ought to be good then. And there's the Genesis. He's sitting down, mind you. So we've got the Camaro in here.
Synergy Green.
And in 2022.
What?
Did you catch that?
Yeah. What? And we've got more of this nice fake Amazon cash here. We've seen how you can purchase this cash on Amazon for $10.
Fuck Madden 2022. 2022.
Is he Canadian? Is he a Canadian?
Fuck you, Canadian asshole.
I think he is.
Give me Madden 94, dog. Genesis.
Yeah, I think he's Canadian.
I don't think Canadians say twoo.
Fuck Madden 2022.
That's the hurricane. That's the hurricane talking there.
I think he's part Canadian. Or maybe he's Canadian by injection. Maybe that's his way of coming out. Yeah, maybe he's got a boyfriend that's Canadian. Okay, never mind.
So,
I'll work on my jokes later. It's I'll get better. I swear.
So we're gonna finish before you click on the next link, Joe. I gotta set this up. We will finish things off. We're gonna show a picture here. Hate to do this, but it is the duty of the Malt Liquor Report.
Yep.
To if there's any incriminating information or incriminating photos.
I'm going to give you a flash before you set things up.
Oh. Let me try on my own to see what I can come up with here.
Get your
Son
source.
of a gun. Give me a minute here.
I'm trying it again. I'm not. This is
Interesting.
I'm just saying, this is the beginning of the end for the chairman. This is how it starts.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they don't even listen to this guy anymore. I mean, they really listen to Bum, right? I mean,
Yep.
They're almost should be, since craft beer basically dictates what happens in malt liquor, we could take a vote right now on who should be the chairman. And whoever is reported from the Malt Liquor Reporter to be new said chairman is the new chairman, isn't it? Because that's the news.
Okay, the page exists, and
Okay.
if you cannot.
Let's see here. Let's try it again. Oof. Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Huh. No.
Let me go to mine, and then we'll try it that way, right? Because he's a friend of mine now, isn't he?
Yeah. Maybe you can do a screen share.
Yeah. What's his username again?
Oh, that'll kind of ruin the.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Private chat.
Yeah.
Chat 2.
Oh, I've got it. Let me see. I see it in there. Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can.
It's a big setup. It better be a good picture. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Nope.
Whoa. Yeah, we lost the
Did
host.
Bum get taken offline by the chairman for trying to usurp him?
Yeah. Wow. What happened here?
Yeah, there it is.
I accidentally ejected myself. I was going to email you the link, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Then from there you can click on the link.
I could. Let me see if it will let me do it here. Yeah. No matter.
That's weird that's not showing up.
It is. It is kind of weird.
Is it your spam filter kicking in, Joe?
I know it's showing me that there's absolutely nothing on that particular site, though.
Huh.
That's weird. Okay.
So, give it a minute. It's downloading all my emails here.
I just emailed you the link.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Worst case, you can share the screen.
Maybe this might work a little differently since it's. I'm hoping. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting the same thing on a different browser.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Wow, that's weird. And I'm not going to screw things up by attempting to do a screen share on my end. So we'll come up with this is nothing time sensitive.
Let me see.
Figure it out for next week.
Yeah, but let me see here real quick because I might be able to go to my friends here and find this particular user that way. Let me see. Patience, kids, patience.
And it's worth the wait. This is a very incriminating picture.
So it's definitely
it's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it because Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, I can see who this person is now. Oh, I guess I'm not a friend.
I thought you were.
Yeah, I'm apparently.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh well.
that might be why you can see it and I can't. You know what I'm saying? So if you
can
want
even
to
do-
share your screen, you're more than welcome to try it.
I've tried to share the screen before, and I've never been able to do it successfully.
Well, let's give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Okay, let me first of all, let me go back to the screen itself. I have to find his check-in again. Okay. Do this.
Damn.
Do this.
Boss.
You might be able to. That. Now that I think about it more, that's the reason why I can't show it. I'm not a friend. Yeah, that would make more sense.
Okay. Share this. I'm clicking share. Share screen.
Yeah, you'll get one that says tabs, and so it depends how you have it on your side.
Yeah, it says screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors, which obviously I do not have.
Yeah, I only have one as well. So you.
Chrome tab. Here we go. Okay.
So let's say window or Chrome tab.
Here we go. I think I'm about to do it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yep, there you are. Okay. You ready?
Look at that.
I'll add it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, malt liquor hell.
There it is. There it is. Years after I suggested strawberryta, you know,
it came out with it.
Talked about the old limeritas and strawberrytas and peacheritas. Every flavor, oddly, that we would suggest, Bud Light started that flavor immediately after this show. I don't know.
Yeah, and it lured in an impressionable malt liquor drinker.
Yeah.
Who's now going to malt liquor hell.
Malt liquor hell for you.
The malt. Oh. Well, it was fun while it lasted, right? Yeah. Now it's all over.
Yeah. Fun while it lasted. We have to give some sound effects to that. That is definitely. It's definitely sure bone. Well, very solid malt liquor report. We appreciate it. Thank you, Billy D.
This will be finished before the end of the show.
Once again, very solid report. Appreciate it. We have had 107 comments in the main chat room, mind you, since we started the malt liquor report. So let me click off that banner there, and boom, I am back in the chat. Here we go. So now I have to find out who's taken over the show. I have no idea.
The dogs are, Joe. The dogs.
Dogs. Yeah, exactly. The dogs.
They'd like to brag about how they can control the stream because they can't control their own stream.
Yeah, they disappeared real quick.
They can't control their own stream. You know, you get a prostate exam and you can control your stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Oh, hey, we got my buddy Mike Willis in the chat. Look at that. If somebody pulls out a steel reserve.
Yeah.
Oh, not the old E. That's gangsta. And then the next comment was if somebody pulls out a steel reserve. Yeah.
Oh, apparently, Mark, I think, remember the black Kansas Steel Reserve that you gave me? I think that's one of the ones that's discontinued too, I believe.
Oh, okay. Good.
By the way, Mike has been a member of this, a fan of this show forever already. I mean, he has been every once in a while he's popped in live, but
But,
He's
yeah,
been
pretty much from the beginning, as long as we've been doing it. Yeah.
It feels like, I mean, he has been for a long time. A long time. I got to give it to him. So, yeah, I'll give Mike a little audience applause there. You know. So, oh. Okay, I saw Zach's comment here. I was like, cheers, Vega. My Mick. It was one letter off. I saw that real quick, and I was like, whoa, what is happening between Zach and Vega? Because I don't know. I was one letter off. I mean,
we're going to do a meet up in the hills of Tennessee somewhere, and then it's all over.
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, okay. Mick. Okay. Not the other thing that rhymes with Mick.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, you know.
That's another name for Richard. Yeah.
Oh, look, we got Craig in here. Man, we haven't seen Craig in quite some time.
Well, he was at the, I think he was at the London Craft Beer Festival this last earlier today.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, I saw a lot of check-ins from him at the London Craft Beer Festival.
God, what is it? 2 a.m. right now?
Yeah, 2.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go eat dinner. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, what's for dinner, Mr. Colorado boy?
We did like a Mediterranean style chicken meatball bowl with avocado crema on the bottom and marinated vegetables.
I'm having that.
So you went to Chipotle then, right? That sounds pretty damn good.
All right, Zach. Peace out, man.
All right, guys. See you later.
See you, Zach. Yeah, that didn't come from a box. Is basically what that did not come from a box.
Yeah. You know, you never know, man. Zach has always got some phenomenal stuff.
Yeah,
over there,
always doing some food.
If you follow him on the gram, he cooks a lot. I mean, the guy you know what?
He's a creative.
He brews some incredible beer. Mark and I have had his beers, incredible beers. For someone who's in a wheelchair, dear God. And then he gets home and he cooks, man. It's not just his wife that cooks. He cooks.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff he posts on Instagram is just phenomenal, man. I mean,
it is. It's good stuff.
Oh, so Andy is saying, Joe, your joke makes you sound like you are from Minnesota. I know. My jokes were landing like a thud.
That's because you played the crickets at the end. That's why.
I mean, my jokes were landing like a thud, man. It was like, okay, whoop. They were sounding like something out of the Olympic. What do you call that big rock they throw?
Shot put.
The shot put, yeah. It was like a thud like that. Just
12-pound ball of steel,
like a shot putter, isn't he? Aren't shot putters all like 6'8" and 2,000 pounds? I mean, and they kind of move real quick in the circles, and then they
those guys
this thing, and it just
big
boom.
And fast. Yeah, super fast. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's the way my jokes were landing. Just this big boom. You know,
it's like you're from Minnesota.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. How you doing, Andy?
Warm.
Oh, warm.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
No, not really for up here right now.
Yeah.
For the weather for Minnesota, basically take a shower. Well, for summer anyway. Just take a shower and just get dressed. Don't even dry off. Because that's how humid it is up here.
And, okay, so and how long will that last before it's like below zero again? Another week?
No, it'll probably last until about maybe halfway through October.
Oh, October. Wow. Well, that's a long time, actually. I would think it would last until
Next
another
week.
2. Yeah.
Because we have had dumpings of snow on Halloween winters of 1991 and 92.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, after last summer, right now, we have for several days not even hit 100 here in Phoenix. It's been raining so much. Last summer, this time, we were 50 plus days straight of 110 or better.
Yeah.
I mean, last summer was brutal here. It was brutal. Even for lifelong Phoenicians, it was brutal. I mean, so this year, to me, some people here are complaining about the humidity. I'm like, it's cooler. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it is cooler. I don't
up here, if it gets really humid and it's hot, it'll kill you. I mean, up here, it's like, say you got yard work to do. It's like 95 degrees, 80% humidity. No, not happening. Staying indoors.
Yeah, that's interesting because we've been having those days here, and man, you're seeing people just killing it out here. I mean, because you're so used to just that sun beating on you. Now, I was talking earlier. I don't know if you heard it, Andrew, but I was talking how, like, to me, the extreme cold is worse than extreme heat. Extreme cold, there's just nothing you can do. Like, if you were to break down on the side of the road, you're just done. If you don't have any way to warm up, you're frozen. That's all there is to it.
All you can pray for today now is a cell signal, and the biggest thing that Minnesota State Patrol and even MnDOT say, if you break down in the middle of winter on the side of the road, stay in your car.
So stay in the car. Okay.
Stay in the car. Just call 911, whatever you need to do. And then the right authorities will get sent out, and you just tell them, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm on X highway between these 2 mileposts or a pair of common off ramps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when people get into trouble when they leave the vehicle when it's cold outside because they get disoriented, they get lost, they get wind chill, and then
I don't think
people in a car. You can. I mean, at least keep the temperature. You're not exposed to the wind, which is the big thing.
Right.
Really suck the heat off. Yeah.
I've worked on vehicles out in the weather, and it sucks. I don't have a garage. So when I had to work on the Swedish Ford out in the driveway a couple of years ago, that was not fun.
Well,
middle of January and the coldest freaking week possible.
But we know.
Where did this come from, Vega? He's just letting the world know. I don't know. It's just like a random.
I was trying to think back of any conversation that we had that made him respond.
He just wants to share. It's been on his mind for a while.
Anything that took place in the chat that made him like that would be a response, but that just came out. That's almost like a Bobo.
That's a Bobo
comment. Yeah.
Well, see, Bum, this is the part where we have no idea. They have taken over the chat, so we don't have any idea. They've taken over the show. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'd put that up there. Because
I think Vega's been drinking. I see a typo there. He accidentally hit the keys N-O and T.
Mm-hmm.
He did state that he got rather hammered earlier.
So.
He got hammered earlier when he went to save my mailing information.
Oh.
And I think my email, yeah.
Now there's a request for Mark to climb the cat tower.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and that's from the fake P. Glenn account. Yeah, Neckbone with Grizzle.
So, and Andrew, what do you got there?
Lathe operation.
Got a reprint of the Atlas lathe manual. I did a horse trade a few weeks ago for some Snap-on toolboxes for a 10-inch machinist lathe.
Oh, and
The lathe dates to either
is that a wood
the night-
lathe or what kind of?
machinist lathe,
Oh, machine. I'm sorry.
and it's at least either 1930s, possibly 1920s, maybe even turn of the century.
Are you into lathing with metal and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've actually got some stuff downstairs in my dad's toolboxes that I found that would make perfect roll punches and stuff that I don't have. It's like I got this bar stock that I could turn myself.
Okay.
It's basically you turn metal basically like you turn wood, just that your tools are affixed to the lathe way.
Okay, so are you now? I have seen some pretty creative things being done with lathes lately. I was thinking about ordering a custom table where they filled, like, for example, this one cat threw a bunch of old, just pieces of colored pencils in just a box, and then put a ton of silicone in there, let the silicone harden, and spun it on a lathe and made the most coolest light.
Actually, that would have been epoxy.
I'm sorry, epoxy. Thank you. And then made a light out of it that was extremely cool. It was very cool.
Yep.
And I've been seeing people making tables, putting whatever sort of object in there, filling it with epoxy, letting epoxy harden, and then spinning them on lathes and making all kinds of very cool things out of them, like furniture type stuff.
There's a guy that I saw a video on. It involves a ton of math. This guy took two different colors of wood block. He cut them to a certain shape, took this whole assembly, glued it together, and then he took and spun it on a lathe and he turned it into a bowl.
Yeah.
You want to see some creative thinking. I mean, you take a look at that. And I sent this to my cousin, who's a math whiz, and he said there's a lot of math involved in all the angles to make sure all the parts and pieces fit together right.
It pretty cool stuff. You're right. I mean, things you wouldn't think of, they'll throw in there, and once they add that epoxy and it hardens, they bowls. You're right. Yeah, bowls. I've seen spoons. Large spoons, things you wouldn't think of. They can, like I said, this cat took a ton of pencils, colored pencils, and they turned out amazing. And you just wouldn't think that you could do something like that with colored pencils. But once he put that epoxy on there, and it hardened
together into a solid block, and then you just turned it. Yeah,
it was incredible looking. And then out of Asia, I don't know what country, but oh my God, they're making these amazing custom tables, and they almost had me into ordering one. I mean, they're just, they have some that are set like a whole beach scene, and it's a table. Oh, so cool. So they'll take this tree, take a chunk out of the tree, and then inside of it, they'll just lay out all these little pieces and make this amazing looking scene.
And they leave the live edge on it.
Yeah. Oh, just really cool stuff. So yeah, that's awesome, man. I hope you,
I've got the whole lathe broke down into its various components, soaking in a chemical called evaporust. So it'll actually take and loosen up the oil and all the grease and stuff off the parts.
Yeah, so you strip it and then put it back together and get it. Yeah.
Yep. And the bronze bearings were toast, so I gotta get some new bronze bearings for it.
That's cool, man. All right. Yeah. So what are you drinking, my friend?
H2O.
Ah, the old Minnesota's finest.
And my beverage container.
And you've got your green screen filter on.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to figure out.
Go into
what
your,
I-
click the gear, go into your green screen, and click none.
Yeah, green screen. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I was trying to set a vessel pick a couple weeks ago, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It says a well-lit green screen or blue screen is required.
Yeah.
It'll if you tried it even how long ago, it doesn't matter if it was 5 minutes ago, it'll save that last setting. So
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, good to hear from you, man. Bum, you finished that beer?
Yep. All done.
2 down, 48 to go.
48 to go. Mark, I'm going to leave it to you as the year proceeds.
Okay. All right. Hang on. I'm gonna make a spreadsheet here.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna be gone. Well, yeah, I'm gonna probably miss a show, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure
Hey, Bum, I got a suggestion. Get yourself a small whiteboard and hang it off your bookshelves behind you. And then what you do is you start writing down brands of your beer, and then you put a hash mark for you when you do.
Here's another interesting debate. Now, the chairman says it's not beer, it's malt liquor. So, that is something I am willing to take to the other side. So, malt liquor is not beer? How far are we willing to go with this? So it's not beer, it's malt liquor.
Solient Green?
So is the chairman claiming that when I do these 50, the ones that say malt liquor don't count as a beer? Is that what he's saying?
That's an interesting. So is malt liquor beer?
Sure it is.
Sure it is, right? Or not? That's another interesting question right there. And I'm sure he didn't think about that deep. That's what I'm sure of.
The chairman trying to throw a monkey wrench into my...
Yeah, he's trying to throw another little rule into your rule list there.
And I already had enough restrictions.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. If that actually is the case and malt liquor does not count as a beer, then I probably won't be able to finish the challenge.
Yeah.
There's going to be at least 15 that say malt liquor on the can.
Yeah. There's that. And in that case, some of the beer / malt liquors that he's had wouldn't count.
Well, he's still stuck to the blueprint.
How far do we go with this, though? I mean, what?
No, in his videos, he's still only drinking malt liquor. He hasn't had any new label. Oh, the double malt. He has had the new label double malt. That's right.
I mean, how far do we go with this? How far?
If the chairman can drink the new label double malt and he says that counts as malt liquor, even though it doesn't say malt liquor on the label, I can drink something with malt liquor on the label and it counts as a beer.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways, Chairman.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, in some respects, you're making your own rules here.
Yeah. So just to show you real quick here, can you see down below here, there's nothing. Yeah. And down here, can you see the 7? I tried doing this last week and it didn't show up.
Yeah.
Right down below there's the 7.5% alcohol designation. So 2 different cans, 2 different beverages within the can. So this counts as 2 different 24s.
I haven't had the new label yet, double malt.
I know he bought cases that were the new case, but I swore he drank a new label double malt at one point. I swear he did. And he said it was acceptable.
Right. Okay, Bum, well, I've created a spreadsheet, so let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Do I have it? Chrome tab. All right. So here we go. You see that?
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Bum's 24-ounce challenge. You've consumed 2 tonight. and we've got a running total of 2 down here.
Okay.
So Vegas, your birthday is the 4th. Is that
March
what I heard?
4th.
Okay, so we can celebrate the day after his birthday is the 5th. So we can celebrate on the 5th when Bum reaches a 50 down here. So we're set.
Yeah, we'll celebrate Vega's birthday in 7 months, 6.5 months.
All right.
And Swami, what are you having, my friend? What are you indulging in?
Same cheap shit I always indulge in. So right there. So yeah, it's just a red ale from Laboreal.
Fuck you, Canadian asshole.
Yeah, consider the source there, Swami.
You still have that recording? That's crazy.
Oh, we've got several.
The MLDC videos are a treasure trove of sound bites that Joe grabs.
Oh, I know. Listen, I just like coming in here every 2 or 3 weeks because I've retired from my channels. Everyone knows, so I just kind of come in here to say hi to YouTube every once in a while to get my
why not?
And I like hanging out with Joe. He's cool. And where's Rod tonight? He's not in here this evening.
Rod was in the chat, but he never made a physical appearance. Is he still in New Jersey?
I think he is.
Yeah.
He's got to watch out that he doesn't get buried at the Meadowlands or something. So he's got to be careful.
He's not quite getting the deals that he gets.
No,
and he's in a little bit of depression in an unfamiliar state. So we got to cut him some slack.
He's got to make sure he doesn't get ripped off too much.
I was going to say, if he's in New Jersey, he might, instead of getting a deal, he might get an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
Well, he's in South Jersey, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think he's in South Jersey.
So yeah. So he's walking around checking behind the back all the time just to make sure nothing happens.
Me and my wife, we were looking at cruise ship deals tonight because of the COVID thing. We were thinking it's going to be like $20 to go on a cruise ship and shit. and I'm about ready to book, and then the news pops on, and Carnival Cruises has like a big outbreak, and we're like, fuck it, never mind, we're not going to do it.
Well, Swami, you think about that last ship where it lost its diesels for propulsion and had to get towed into port.
That doesn't bother me so much. You get to just stay longer and drink more.
But still, it's like if you lose your main power, it's like you're screwed.
Yeah. No, I was more thinking about being on a petri dish on a boat or something like that. Just like
that's basically what I think of when I think of people that go on these cruises. It's like, okay, enjoy your petri dish.
I did one back in 2015, and it was fucking awesome. Like literally, room service at like 2:00 in the morning for free. They bring you like food and shit. Like ate all the time, drank all the time. I like. Well, as most people know, I like doing motorcycle trips and shit. So when I don't do a motorcycle, like 1 year I'll do a motorcycle trip, and then the next year I got to do like just like a really boring ass beach kind of like easygoing vacation, because motorcycle trips aren't really a vacation. It's a lot of fucking hard work, and it's a lot of like travel, and it's hard on you. So
especially if you do like the quote iron butt rides that are over 500 miles a day.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends did it this year. They all did the world record poker run shit, like in the States. We couldn't do it because we're Canadian and we're not allowed in your country, but for some reason you're allowed in ours again. I don't know why. It's our pussy ass bullshit prime minister once again, bends the knee and is like, "Oh, you guys can come here," but and Joe Biden's like, "Yeah, you're still not coming in here."
There's a iron butt run for motorcyclists. You start in Two Harbors, Minnesota. You come down Highway 61. You go across US 2, and then you proceed to go east towards Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Cross over into Sioux, Canada, and then come across the north side of Lake Superior. And then when you get back to Two Harbors, you get a belt buckle.
Yeah, there was I know there was the world record poker run this year, and it was like went all the way almost to Montana or some shit like that. It started at like can't remember where it fucking started. I think it started like in Colorado, and it's like ends in like and it ended in like Montana or something like that. And you had to do it within like a day and a half or some shit like that. So it's like nonstop riding or something. But
Yeah, there's one run they do here in Minnesota yearly, and it's called the Flood Run, and this is a commemorative run done for what bikers did back during the flood of '65. And the flood of 1965 on the Mississippi River decimated everything. And so there were bikers that rode their bikes everywhere, helping various communities all over the place. Sandbag.
That's nice. Well, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods next year, but not like your state. I'm going to Wisconsin, which is right next door. So
yeah,
what's the plan?
It's just east of the St. Croix. That's all.
I really want to see the Harley Davidson Museum, and I want to go to all like the Pabst Blue Ribbon Mansion or the Pabst Mansion, not the Pabst Blue Ribbon Mansion, because that would be pretty gross. But it's like the Pabst Mansion. Like
it's interesting here because they'll make those kind of hardcore runs. If they're in Cali, they'll go from Southern Cal to Phoenix up north to Flagstaff and back, and they'll try to make that kind of marathon run loop in a weekend. Same thing at Albuquerque. They'll go from Albuquerque and they'll come through Flagstaff down south to Phoenix, make that loop around through Tucson, and go back through Las Cruces and come back up to Albuquerque. They'll try to make that loop in a weekend. Those are pretty hardcore runs for a weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't do it in a weekend, but I did Montreal to Nova Scotia just 3 weeks ago with the wife. But we did it in 5 days, so we took our time because I don't feel the need to rush. Like people want to do it's cool, it's awesome, do your thing. I want to see. Right. When I do my trips, I want to stop. I want to smell the roses. I want to see what the place is about, and I want to experience everywhere I go. I don't want to just pass by it, So it's like a lot of people say it's not the destination, it's the ride. I think it has to be a 50-50. It's both. Like, what's the point of leaving if you're going nowhere? So like I want to enjoy myself when I go places. So.
Yeah, there's one place I got on my bucket list and I want to go, and that's Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Oh.
Because of the locks, and I look.
What do you ride?
I'm a boat nerd.
All right, but what do you ride?
I don't have a bike. I'd be driving.
Wait a minute, Andrew. Right now, I hear some jealousy happen. What's happening? What? I know trains. I know. I'm going to speak up for you right now. Andrew, you just said you're a boat nerd, and right now I got trains that are over here pretty hurt with you right now.
It's a form of transportation, though, too. It's part of the transportation car.
Okay.
It's called rail to sail.
Yeah, because, the trains right now are pretty offended. They thought that, you guys were, and right now they're hearing that there's a little tear in the train eye right now.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
That you confess to being a train boat nerd, and they're like, they thought you were, in sync there. What's going on, man? Is everything okay with you and the train?
Royalties are split.
Yeah,
it's part of.
I feel bad for trains.
It's part of my hobby. That's all.
Andrew's a transportation polygamist.
There you go, Bum.
Yes.
I did a really cool train ride way back in 2011. I did cross Canada on the Via Rail and with the sleeping cars and shit. It was a cool ride, but I cheaped out. I should have spent the money and got a room with like a bed. I figured
it's roomette, they call it.
Yeah, I fucking slept on the goddamn chair for 3 days on the train. Yeah, it wasn't a smart move. I was pretty fucked up.
That's across Canada.
Yeah, across Canada. You could.
I never thought about that.
It was like $300. It wasn't that much more. It was like $300 more, and you get like your own room with a bed. And
I'm gonna
I
have
was like,
okay.
oh no, I'll save the $300 and I'll just drink on the train. And I thought, okay, I for sure thought that the chairs were going to be like more reclinable than your regular train chair, and I was wrong. It was just your basic train chair that you got. So like, it hurt like shit, but it was still cool because when we went through the Rockies, when I got through the Rockies, you can go into this special cabin train where like the roof is like just made of like see-through plastic, like plexiglass.
Dome car.
Yeah, dome car, and we saw wolves like going through the mountains. You could see like wolves running around. Fucking, I was like, oh, that was cool. So.
Yeah, I never thought. Okay, so you could go from like Vancouver. You could go through all the lower provinces of
all of Canada, the entire country, from one end to the other, by via rail. I'm sure you could do the same thing with Amtrak.
Yeah, Amtrak goes everywhere.
Yeah, no, you absolutely can, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I never thought about that for Canada.
Yeah, my parents did that about 4 or 5 years ago. Basically the same route.
What's the train called?
It's via rail. Via rail. Yeah. There's Amtrak is the American, and then there's via rail. That's Canada.
Yeah, they went from Vancouver to was it somewhere in Ontario? Is that where they ended up?
I think it goes all the way to Montreal. Goes all the way to Montreal.
Oh yeah, they did.
Really?
They did that. It was like 5 days, 5 or 6 days, or something like that.
Shell Silverstein.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That would, because I was kind of thinking, okay, go up to Seattle, catch the Amtrak, and go to like Chicago. That'd be an interesting trip, or at least Minnesota.
Well, I always wanted to do like the cross Canada with the motorcycle from Quebec all the way over to BC, but the problem is it's like a long trip. We're talking like it's a good 3 weeks if you actually want to just like enjoy it, because just going through Ontario is about 3 days of a ride.
Yeah,
because it's such a long province. It's very elongated Ontario, so just going through there. So there's a way though. Like I'm trying to figure out how to get my bikes back. Like I want to do it there, but then I want to just take the train or the plane back home and put the bikes. So the only way to do it really is you got to do it in truck storage, but it's so fucking expensive. It's like $3,000.
I wonder if the Canadian train is actually a little nicer than the Amtrak. How is that working? Do you know?
I don't know. I've never been on Amtrak.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I've never been on an Amtrak in my life. I was gonna do it 1 year, but it's 12 hours from Montreal to New York for some goddamn reason, when it's like literally a 8-hour drive.
Wow.
I don't know what they do. It's like they go like in a weird.
The thing with passenger travel here in the U.S. on train with Amtrak is the freight railroads
dominate.
The freight railroads have got Amtrak by the balls.
Yeah,
because they run on their rails. So therefore, Amtrak gets constantly, quote, put in the hole, unquote.
Although there was some switch recently, very recently, wasn't there? And Amtrak also upgraded some of their cars recently.
Amtrak's always rebuilding their fleet.
Okay.
But you guys were supposed to build a bullet train. I think it was like 10 years ago. I remember that was supposed to go to California, to Las Vegas, or some shit like that. But
that was just a big boondoggle.
There's still a lot of orange cones out for that, bro.
They're working on something out in Cali. I'm not sure what.
They've been doing that for
some kind of HSR.
I don't know why we don't do it. It should be one that goes like across North America, because they have it in Europe, and it's like that's all people use. Takes you across Europe in like 10 minutes. It's like,
the problem is you look at the rail networks in Europe, and they are actually owned by the country, instead of privatized. Whereas the U.S. and Canadian rail networks, they're basically owned by corporations.
Yeah, but the thing about the via rail, and even Amtrak too, it's that they're government subsidized as well. Though, so
the problem is, for HSR to work in the right way, you need to acquire your routes, and you got to talk to various landowners. Like you may have to cross farmers' fields. You got all this to work in the variables. And you look at the French TGV. the way to design HSR is how the French designed TGV. You have no public grade crossings. So you either have bridges that train goes over roads, or you got the train going through underpasses. So therefore, you're going to have no grade crossings. So you're not going to have to worry about accidents. That's why they can do 200 plus miles an hour.
Yeah. You don't have that here.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
And even Acela in the Northeast corridor, they only do about 150 between Boston and DC. And the only stretch of track that Amtrak fully owns is the old Northeast corridor, which used to be Pennsylvania Railroad.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, man. See, right now the trains are very proud. They're like smiling, very proud, Andrew. They're like, oh, see, that's our guy. You know, that's our guy right there. Yeah, he's not a boat guy. He's a train guy. You know, they're very proud.
Rail to sail, Joe. Rail to sail.
Yeah. Rail to sail. So, in any case, man, we're out of here. Thank you guys for jumping in. Hey, Swami, good to see you again, my friend.
Every time I jump in here, I never get to finish my beer. You always go off before I'm done.
Oh, really? Well, we'll let you finish your beer, man. I mean, you know.
Well, no. If you want to get off here, no problem.
Yeah, we're out of here. You're going to finish that beer regardless. I mean, you don't need us, do you?
No, it's all right. I'll go talk to the wife because it's so entertaining.
Oh,
all right.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Wow. He's going to, Mark, what do you say to that? Someone that's 31 years in, I mean, he's going to talk to the wife? What?
31. I'm 16 years in.
Yeah.
Mark's 31 years in. He just had
Wait till you double that, Swami.
You were married 31 years? Did you just like marry the first person that touched your penis? What the fuck? Like, you don't look that old.
The best person to touch it.
Right? Isn't that how it works?
I'm old. That's what you forget.
I mean, that's how it works, right?
I'm 43. I'll
be 57. I'll be 40.
Wait, he's a man, right?
You look young.
When you say you're 43, don't you have to say, I'm a man? Talk to me. Yeah. I'm a man. I'm 43. Yeah. I'm a man. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Who said that?
You look good. You look good for 57, Mark.
Thank you.
You must be on unemployment or something. You don't work very much, do you?
I work enough. Let's put it that way. There you go, Vega. 27 years. That's good.
27 years. God damn it.
Yeah, you're just a newlywed, Swami. Newlywed, 16 years.
I thought 16 years is a long ass time. I brag about that shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's long. God damn it.
He's reduced to talking to the wife now, man. We're going to be exiting this show, and he's going to have to talk to his wife.
Literally have a conversation. I love, like, she never bothers me at all till I'm like on the phone, like whatever. Anytime I'm on YouTube or some shit. Then all of a sudden she wants to talk. She like touches my arm. She's like, why are you paying any attention to me? What's going on? Deal.
So YouTube is an aphrodisiac. I guess.
All of a sudden, now you're going to get a Hummer, huh?
Yeah.
Like. All right, guys. We'll see you, man. Peace out.
I got to ask Coach's mom. All right. See you guys.
See you next week.
See you next